This week we're at Leeds College of Music, running the second Both Sides Now artistic residency led by Shiva Feshareki. This residency is for emerging musicians and artists, and we've got a real spread of different people on the residency, so DJs, composers, sound artists, noise musicians, so yeah, it's a really exciting week.
My aim has been to start each session with something inspiring to get them into a context, so be it discussing a composer that I admire or discussing a philosophy that I admire, and then we go into the improvisation with those thoughts in our mind, and then once we finish we have a reflection. The whole concept of this residency is that we're improvising together and we're trying to create something together as a whole where we're all feeling comfortable to experiment and we're all feeling comfortable to explore perhaps outside of our comfort zone. And in order for the collective to really feel like a collective, I've found it was really important not to have that sort of role as being directing people, like you do this and you do that, because the whole point of deep improvisation is that you're feeling like everybody is equal and everyone is at one and everybody feels free enough to get into the same zone and into the same space.
When I first came in on Wednesday, I was quite nervous and a bit apprehensive, but it's just like really quickly we got out of that and realised everyone's just here to do the same thing, and just started having some really interesting conversations straight away.
It was just a new thing I'd not done before, especially as a DJ, to kind of be like, oh, I'm not playing music, so to speak, I'm actually scratching, or primarily scratching. So that was really interesting to kind of focus on that rather than be more into the, I don't know, beat matching and playing tunes to get a crowd dancing or whatever. So yeah. I think it's made me more creative even within the time I've been in the projects. Like I've found that I'm looking for newer sounds and stuff while I'm playing, and I feel like in terms of stamina it's helped me quite a lot, because it means that I have to like play for a longer amount of time. I have to concentrate for a longer amount of time.
One of the things we're going to do in the concert is, it's going to be a whole experience, because every day we've also been doing these deep listening exercises that I've devised using different philosophies, such as Pauline Oliveros' philosophies, some yoga nidra, and we've actually decided as a group to start the gig with a deep listening exercise, and that way it puts all of us, the audience and the performers alike, into a really, really zen space. So I'm looking forward to actually doing the deep listening exercise as well, to start the experience off.
Just sort of feel really, really like oddly calm.
It doesn't even matter how this evening goes because you can't tell how it's going to go, so you almost just have to be like, whatever happens, happens. You can't be nervous because you don't know how it's going to go.
Every time we've gotten together, we've done something different, you know? So what I do think what you'll find is that I wish you could do a comparative thing, you know, of us on the first day, because what you'll see is those bonds, and you'll see that our psychic connections are available, and we're also our ability to respond to each other within the language we've created as like a group of women. The internal nods, the like, I hear you kind of, we each have our own way of doing that, and we all have our own sound signatures.
I was saying to my friends, like, I would have died for this when I was like 15 to do something like this. This would have been like my dream, and now I'm doing it in a way, because it's sort of like an orchestra but of electronic music.